get this show on a road. Okie dokie.
Yeah.
So let's just pull these out. Alright, so. Alright, cool. So, in a land far, far away, in the distance of the material plane, a certain island close to the Sword Coast named Stormwreck Isle. Quite remote place. It's located in the Sea of Swords, about 5.6 kilometers near Neverwinter. It is a place that was formed in ancient times by volcanic activity. It was caused when the mighty red dragon Charles was entombed on the sea floor by a group of three metallic dragons. The bronze dragon, Astelgan, the gold dragon, Clissavar, and the brass dragon, Turder. Ever since, the island was a beacon to dragons and thus hosted many battles in the never-ending struggle between metallic and chromatic dragons. This, in turn, caused the island to become suffused with the magic of slain dragons. At some point, a group of scholars built the Clifftop Observatory to study and harness these ambient magic. In the island, there was a small village. The village had, of course, a guard's post, people, everybody were just living their own life. Most of the inhabitants that were living in the village were scholars, studying at the observatory and trying to make ends meet with whatever little trade came into the port from Neverwinter. One day, we see our favorite town's guard, Baron Deep Hollow. It's a day like any other, sunny, nothing going on much. There's a ship coming into port, and Farron was tasked that day to guard the port, as were his duties. Now, Farron had a friend.
I'm just gonna interrupt for 1 second. Rodrigo, can you mute, please? You can just hear. Perfect. Okay, so much better. Sorry.
So Farron was at the port doing his guard duty with his, let's say, best friend / co-worker, fellow guard, Lycus. Now, Lycus was kind of a cousin to Farron. They were both raised in the same household, but both had very different personalities. Lycus was more of a free spirit, when Farron was, let's say, quite adept. Now, closing in with the ship seems to be somewhat of an odd mist following it. As the ship nears the port, Farron, you're noticing a little bit of a misty situation there over the ship. What would you like to do?
So it's like a sunny day, but there's like a mist coming in with this ship.
Yeah, it seems to be coming out of the ship. The wooden planks suffuse with an unnatural mist, and it sort of starts to blanket the port. Seems quite unusual.
Okay. I think I'll head down and sort of notify whoever my kind of superior is.
Okay, so you and Lycus both see the situation. Since you're the only ones there, you try to rush backwards to the barracks to report to the, let's say, Lord Commander of the town's guard. As you head over, you start hearing screams from the port, and people are starting to flee. The dockhands and the port workers are running as the ship splits in two and a monstrosity gets out. A creature that you don't seem to recognize climbs out of the wreckage of the ship. Mist explodes as the ship cracks in half, and the entire town gets covered in the mist. Your vision is obscured. You barely see forward. Your friend seems to have run ahead in the mist, and you know where to go because you know the town really well, but it is hard for you to see past all the people running behind you as you're at the moment going towards the hold. Do you continue?
I think I'm calling out for Lycus.
Okay. You shout, and nothing seems to answer back. The only thing that you can hear is the scream of people.
Can I hear anything other than the screaming?
Okay, roll your dice for a perception check.
8.
All right. You do hear Lycus pinned down. You kind of hear a panting noise that you do notice quite familiar. It's about 4 feet ahead of you. As you go forward to investigate the situation, you see that a piece of the sail from the boat jammed inside one of the buildings, and the roof tilings caused the collapse, pinning Lycus down. He has, well, roof tiles embedded in his body. It seems to be a deadly strike. Doesn't have long.
Oh shit. Okay. I guess I rush to his side, and I'm
Okay.
sort of
You rush
desperately
to
trying
Lycus's
to.
side. Lycus reaches out his hand and touches your shoulder, and he says, I don't think I'm gonna make it, buddy. Listen, you're gonna have to go. Take the guard. Take them all, and just save yourself. It's been a good run, but I'm just. And he's gone.
Oh shit, that's cool. um, okay, I mean, I'm whirling around in the mist now, like trying to see what caused this collapse.
Okay, as you point your head, looking around, you point your head back towards the port. You kind of see in the mist. It shifts and turns as the creature that caused all this destruction turns and pretty much shatters every resemblance of a building, and it is approaching you quite quickly. You have 2 paths ahead of you to take. One is towards the guard post, and one is to your own house. Which do you choose?
Is there anyone at my house?
Your family, your wife and children. Well, one child, that
Yeah,
is.
I'll head home.
All right. You cut through the noise and cut through the people. Roll a dexterity check for me, please.
15.
Have any pluses on that?
No, just a straight 15.
No. Okay. A lot of the buildings come collapsing down, but you bob and weave through all of them. Nothing seems to deter you or stop you on your way home. You reach your house, and you see your wife clutching to your child, and she says, "What's happening? What's going on? Why is everything so cloudy? What's going on?"
I say I have no idea. This just rolled in with some ship from coming into the harbour. It doesn't seem like it's a natural mist.
Okay, all right. You remember that you stashed the boat behind the observatory, so we just need to go through the cracks in the shortcut, and maybe we can get out.
Yeah, we need to get out of town.
Okay. She picks up your child and she starts running ahead of you, and you just follow her behind. You keep going forward. You see the town guard building on your left as you go up the hill. Do you want to do anything? Do you want to shout towards them? You see the guardsmen just running outside of the post heading towards the port.
I think at this point, I'm just like fully focused on getting my family out. I've completely abandoned my duty as a guard.
Okay. You march on forward. There's nothing stopping both your wife and yourself from getting to the observatory. You cut through. You leave the mists as they haven't enveloped the observatory as of yet. You're both tired because it's been quite a trek as you've had to go uphill for a bit. And your kids crying. There are people rushing behind you as well. Since they saw a man in a guard's uniform running for the hills, they thought that it would be safe to follow, so there's quite a lot of people behind you too. You're marching forward and you reach the observatory where you see the scholars just terrified of the situation. One of them, Runarar, who is the head scholar for the observatory, comes to you and says, "What's going on? Why is the guard overwhelmed? Are you retreating?"
I just say I'm sort of panicking at this point. I don't know what's going on. We can't see anything. A ship came into the harbor and brought this mist with it, and we're under attack.
Okay. Did you get a look at it? Did you see what it is?
Not really.
Okay. All right. Okay. How many people are coming? Maybe we can offer them shelter inside the observatory. And the people behind you say, "Yes, please, let us in." And Runarar says, "Okay, all of you, come inside. We'll try to protect you."
Yeah, I say, come on, get inside. We can hunker down in here.
Your wife kind of tugs you in your elbow, doesn't say anything.
Oh yeah, I sort of turn to look at her and say, "What is it?"
What are we doing? We're staying here, taking the boat. What are we doing?
So I think we need to stay with these people. We should try and defend this. What building is this?
It's the observatory in Stormrock.
Yeah.
In Stormrock.
We should try and set up a perimeter at the observatory and defend this point.
Okay. Okay, I'll trust you. I'm going inside. She goes inside. A lot of the townspeople go inside. You see 12 scholars come outside, most of them wizards. They start casting protection magic on the observatory, and a barrier forms to cover the observatory. You're inside, and at this point, Runar says that since you're the only fighter, come with me to the top. There's some ballistas. Maybe you can use them. Let's see what we're dealing with. You're all both going upstairs in the tower, and near where the observatory opening is, there's a balcony where two ballistas are posted. Quite strange that an observatory has ballistas, as it's mostly a scholarly building, but nevertheless, two ballistas are there. So, as you post yourself at the ballista, you try to take a look at the town that it's now just covered in mist and pretty much wrecked. Roll a perception check, please.
10.
How much?
10.
10. Okay, yeah, you're still not seeing anything. You just see wild things happening in the mist. People start flying out of the mist from the ground. Buildings fly left and right. It's still not very clear. Roll another perception check.
4.
Okay. The city definitely gets even more destroyed. There's explosions now coming from the town itself. The mist kind of gets blown away a bit by the force of the explosions, and it is getting a bit clear, but still not enough for you to try and see exactly what's there to take aim. Roll another perception check.
17.
Okay. Just a second. Let me pull up something. Okay. All right. In the mist, you see a hollow dragon take form. It is a gargantuan creature. It is, as you see the bones of it protruding and having the skeletal remains, they are all animated by mist. Its eyes glow a pale blue, and it doesn't use any breath. It seems to just stick so far with using its claws, its tails, and its wing, and its jaws to wreak as much havoc as possible. You have 3 chances to do some damage with your ballistas, so try to roll to hit. And you have advantage, so you can roll twice.
Am I just like just an attack roll or like a strength?
Yeah,
attack
to
roll?
hit. You just roll 20.
Okay, 15.
15?
With the modifier added, yeah.
So you can roll twice because you have advantage. You can roll again and choose the better dice if you want.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, that was the
Okay.
better of the two. I rolled a 10.
Okay. So you take aim with your ballista and you shoot. You nail the dragon at the top of his spine. The dragon seems to crouch down, impacted by the arrow, and it looks straight up at the tower and starts a bellow. The bellow of the beast is so furious that all of the mist on the city dissipates, and it starts to take flight and heads towards you. Roll to hit again.
Semi fucked up, eh? 19.
All right. You aim with true sight, and you launch another arrow at the dragon. As it flies through the air, it pierces this time at its gaping mouth, and it hits the inner parts of the mist. It bobs after that hit, and it falls down, crashes into the ground, and then looks at the tower again, gives out another mighty roar as now it just tries to climb the tower. It no longer flies. Try to roll to hit again.
23.
Ooh.
All right. Describe to me how you do this shot.
So it's climbing up the side of the tower, right?
Yes. It's reaching
so
now. It's grabbing its hands on the barrier shield of the tower, and it is strong enough to puncture, but not destroy the shield. It's using the puncture hose to climb itself up. It's not attached to the tower, but it's climbing.
Yeah, I see. Yeah. So I'm aiming this ballista, and as soon as it's I'm sort of waiting for its head to come up in line, and as soon as its head comes in my sort of in my line of shot,
So,
I take the shot.
All right. You take the shot. You fire true, and you hit again the misty part of the dragon's core. It falls backwards, crashes again into the ground. And this time, there's no roar. The dragon's on the ground, and it doesn't move. It's mist still coming out of its core, but it seems to be rendered unconscious at the moment. As you see it there, Runar, who was beside you looking, is like, my God, I can't believe it. Farron, you actually did it. You saved us all. That was amazing. Oh my God. Okay, let me gather the rest of the scholars and we'll take a look and see if it's safe. You see the scholars coming down. Do you still want to stay there or are you joining them? What do you want to do?
I'm sort of shaking at this point, kind of, still kind of reeling with what's going on, and sort of gathering myself. But then, I do join the scholars.
Okay. You all head downstairs to see, well, it's already a corpse, but the remains of the hollow dragon. It's not moving, but the core itself is still very much active. You're all closing in, and at the time of you closing in, roll a perception check, please.
13.
Okay. There's a cold shiver running down your spine. You don't seem to think that everything is okay. Something's wrong, and you definitely know it. What do you want to do?
I say, whoa, hang on. Something's not right.
Runar turns around and says, "Why? What's wrong? It's dead. It's defeated."
I say, I'm not sure. Something still threatens us.
Okay. Well, it can't come from the dragon. I mean, it's dead. Okay. Let's try to make a perimeter.
Investigate.
Yeah. Roll for investigation.
16.
You don't seem to find much. There's nothing to take or see. The mist itself that is still coming out kind of makes a territory. The scholars are trying to capture whatever comes off the dragon into a force field, but it's not a closed force field, so it's coming from the top. They put the barriers here around the dragon, but the mist is coming above.
Right. So there's still mist coming from this dragon corpse, basically.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Do you want to approach it? Go back? What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'll go closer to it.
Okay. You approach the force field, and the moment you enter inside the force field, the mist captures you. You don't seem to be able to move. There's an unnatural force holding your body still. Inside the mist, in the core of the dragon, you see the bones shift and open. As the bones open, there's a humanoid creature coming out from the core of the dragon, where the mist is emanating. That humanoid creature is completely shrouded in an ethereal darkness that you can't really seem to go through. Your eyes betray you. And as it closes in on you, it says, "Whatever you hold dear is mine to take," as he walks past you and simply grabs you along. You fly, in a sense, as carried by the mist behind this shadowy figure. As it goes with you, Runar and the scholars see, "Fern, what are you? Are you flat?" Ah! And they explode. You walk towards the force field in the observatory. The shadowy figure touches the force field and it shatters. It simply waves its hand at the door and the locks open. The door flings inside, killing anybody that stood behind it. And as he walks through, he turns around and looks at you, its eyes a pale blue, and says, "I told you, whatever you hold dear is mine." And the layers of the observatory crash, bringing everybody who was on the floor down. All of the survivors are covered in rubble, and out of the rubble, the shadowy creature lifts its hands, and your wife and child appear. What happens next? is something that you do not want to see, yet it forces you to watch, as it is a sadistic creature. It prefers you to see. It chooses you to watch as he slowly, slowly causes their soul to leave their body. They're just husks now, completely gone. As they lay on the ground lifeless, he looks at you and says, I think you will be a good toy for my master, as he sends you away back into the mists. And now you have regained control. You can move, but you're surrounded by mist. And as you move forward through the mist, you hear ravens around you, cooing and crowing. The only way to move is forward. There is a way back, but you're not sure which is the right way. You're feeling distraught. You're feeling shaken. Your world has crumbled before your eyes. You choose to go forward or back.
I think I'd try to go back.
Okay. Roll for a perception check, please.
11.
All right. Oh my god, that's actually good. Okay. I didn't expect to push this quick. Alrighty then. You go back and you start to notice that in the mists, the ravens are flying straight at something. Your instinct tells you to follow the ravens. And as you go back through the mist, there is something pulling you back, as in you need to go the other way, forward. Yet your, let's say, grief and anger, whatever drive you have, is pushing you to follow your instincts. You keep moving forward and more ravens appear. All the ravens seem to flock into the presence of two elves, two dark elves, that stay in front of you. The crows stop crowing, the ravens stop crowing, and you see that the ravens have an unusual intelligence in their eyes. And the two elves ahead of you, you see that they are pale and wear quite surly armor. They are armored. As you approach them, they look at you and they present themselves and say, we are the Shadar Kai. Who are you?
I say, where am I?
It is difficult to explain. You're somewhere in the middle, not where you came from and where you're going to. Much hardship will follow. We are here simply because your torment has gotten the interest of our queen. She would like to speak to you, hence why she sent the ravens to deter you from your path. Perhaps she might be willing to lend a hand. Would you choose to see what she has to offer?
I say, can she bring my family back?
Oh, young human, the Raven Queen can choose to do much, whether it is the life of your kin or your death. Who knows? It is all a win to the god of death.
I say, well, I don't have much to lose at this point.
Very well. Follow us. When the two elves go behind you, the tether that was in the mist that was pulling you forward is gone. They guide you towards what you see, a very somber and quite the opposite of a misty, dreary place. Let me just pull up something really quick. Okay. You see a place that is suffused with the aura of death. One of the Shadarkai tell you, "Welcome to the land of Shadowfell. Where we are headed is called the Fortress of Memories. It is where our queen resides and where you will be guest. Follow us." As you walk forward, you see the souls of the dead pass through numerous roads heading all towards the Fortress of Memories. You reach the gates of the fortress and you enter inside. You see that the place is full of elves, like the ones that are around you, and you recognize them as Shadarkai as well. As you go through the fortress and you climb upstairs, you enter into a chamber that seems to be very much a place where a king or queen would preside, a throne room, to say. You see a throne made out of raven feathers, quite tall. Everything is suffused in green fire, very souls-like. And as you enter, you see the Raven Queen sitting on her throne, surrounded by her Shadarkai elite force, as they guard her. The throne guard says, "You may approach, human." And as you go forward, the Raven Queen looks at you. What do you have to say?
I'm still sort of like looking around because this has all just like happened so fast, and I don't really know where I am and what's going on. I think I ask again, where am I?
Okay. She answers you and says, "What happened to you was an atrocity that should not happen to any human. The pull of the death has been placed upon you and your kin much too early, and the strings of fate have been taken from you. What you are now is a place of solace that I can offer you. Whether you choose this or not is of your own volition, but what I can tell you is that this is my realm. I am the ruler of the Shadowfell, and this is the land of the dead. Now your kin will arrive here in due time, but their fates have been plucked by none other than the servants of the most abominable existence known to my realm, a creature that does not die. Now, I understand that someone like you, meager as they may be, human, you have incredible potential. Your pain will fuel you and will drive you to greater heights than anybody could ever imagine. So I come with an offer. Hunt this creature down. Hunt the Undying One. Offer your allegiance to me. Serve me as your God, and I will offer unto you untold blessings. I shall give you the power to conquer your foe. With my help, you will bring the one who does not die to death. Serve me, and you will see your family again. What do you say, Farron?
I say, I say, this is the creature responsible for my family's deaths.
The one that does not die has many servants. He himself cannot leave his realm, for he is a prisoner, yet he always sends his acolytes and his toys outside to bring more to his realm, for he is an undying one. And the passage of time is something unthinkable to him, whether he does not have toys or souls to torment, yet he dares to pluck out those who deserve to be in my realm and join his in an unending cycle of death and decay. I want him dead. He deserves to die. He deserves to come into my realm and suffer the torment he caused upon the others. Do this for me, and you shall live to see your family.
I'd take a knee at this point, I think.
Okay. You take a knee, and the Raven Queen raises and says, "Good. Your pledge is accepted. From now on, you are a paladin. You will serve me, the Raven Queen, and I shall bestow upon you the gifts that I offer to all of my greatest servants. Bring forth my justice. Bring death to the undead, and you will be rewarded. Now, my Shadow Kai will take you to where you need to go. The pull of the undead one has already been put a mark on you, and you will follow it in its trap. You will go there. My advice is try not to destroy him alone. Whether you have my help, I can only do so much. My powers are limited when you enter his realm, so seek allies. Seek those that also desire his death, and with that, you will be able to take him down." She gives you access to the armory, and in the armory, the Shadow Kai bestow upon you tools that you need. Most of them are silver weapons, so you can choose between a silver sword and a silver shield, a silver greatsword, and javelins. You can choose 2 out of the 3.
I'll take a silver longsword.
Okay.
It's one of those, yeah, and a silver shield.
All right. You have one more choice. You can take either the greatsword or the javelins.
I'll take the javelins.
Cool. All right then. With those items in hand, you at least have a good starting point. The Shadow Kai escort you out of the Fortress of Memories, and they guide you back through the roads. Again, you see the souls of the dead marching towards the Fortress of Memories, and as they follow through, you take a look again back, thinking maybe you've done the right choice, didn't do the right choice, everything happened in an instant. You didn't really have a time to think about what just happened or what's going on. Yet, the only thing that pushes you forward now is grief fueled by revenge. And all that matters now is the pledge that you've done. As the Shadow Kai pull you through, ravens start following around you. Their coos and crows seem to open up mists, and as they go through, you enter the mist. Slowly, the Shadow Kai that are behind you start to vanish. The crows that are flying above, they all vanish slowly, one by one, until you're alone inside the mist. There's now a pull that is gripping you again, forcing you to march forward. You cannot resist this, so you march ahead. Rodrigo, are you there yet? Still driving? You're muted, so you can remove yourself.
I've been here for a while. I just didn't want to interrupt.
Fantastic. Okay, so at this point,
But
the rest of the party is, well, let's say that they have been quite in a pickle, as everybody just had their butts kicked by Strahd, as their rendezvous with the big bad happened to lay everybody in quite a foul mood. Everybody is very close to a place called the Wizard of Wines, and everybody's like picking each other up. So you're all at this point, without Farron, of course. All of you are now at the exact same spot. So you're kind of gathering together in front of the spiked tree, not tree, well, spiked spike that was holding Strahd's corpse. And what do you guys want to say to each other?
Well, I go straight away to Pugsley and it's like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you good?"
Pugsley just looks around and says, "Oh my God, I can't believe he was there. He was there. Oh, 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 oh. You
I
know,
grab a little
he
treat and I give him a little
came
treat.
to visit the house one time, and my master was so scared of him. So,
Wait a minute.
when
Is this not your master?
no,
Oh, we've gotten all this wrong, haven't we?
no,
Oh,
he was
okay.
my master's master. And whenever he came to the house, everything got really cold. And I never really cried so much before, but when he came, he just pet me, and then I started to cry rocks, and then my
Oh,
master was happy, and then he
by the way,
left.
context, Tom. Pugsley is the little like creepy pug that we found. Because we're not on Discord, so you can't see the photo, but
Yeah.
it's fucking fucked. Like red eyes, and he was like crying diamonds.
Uh-huh.
So I fixed. Oh, did I fix him? I can't remember. Anyway, someone fixed.
You asked a archdevil to fix him, so
I
he
asked
did.
the arch to fix
Yes, you
him,
do.
but we didn't collect any fucking diamonds, idiots.
Yeah.
I'm good in this one, so I don't really care too much about money. Yeah, so he's just following us around, and we thought Pugsley's master, so he had the master that like was keeping him captive for these diamonds, and we thought all this time that it was this vampire guy, but apparently not. Yeah.
Right.
So I feel betrayed. Yeah.
You feel betrayed? It was so hard for me to keep it from you, but I had to let it go. Anyway, yeah. So
Okay.
Pugsley's just like, no, he's not a master. No, he was the one that just pet me, and then I started crying rocks. And because of that, my master was happy. But then she put me in the cage just to cry rocks. I really don't like him. He's horrible. He makes everything so cold. I'm cold every time I shiver, and like he doesn't walk. He hovers. And yeah, he's just bad news. I don't like him.
Okay. And I could just go over and give him a little hug, a little pat. It's okay. We're okay now.
He starts looking
Unfortunately, we will have to go back and meet him. But you can help us kill him.
I can't kill him. I'm a dog. You want me to bite his ankles until he dies? I can try. Yeah, okay, we'll go kill him. Okay.
Perfect. Anyway, is Irina still with us?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's still with you. Irina's just like.
I kind of look at her awkwardly, and I'm like, "Hey, yeah, I'm kind of sorry that I put you in that situation, and obviously I wasn't gonna kill you, obviously, are we okay?
Well, let's just let bygones be bygones and forget this ever happened. I don't want to talk about it. Is everyone else okay?
Okay is a spectrum. It's not a fixed thing, but physically, yeah, I'm okay.
I heard when you said that you're going to miss the sun, and I agree. I haven't seen the sun in forever. It was nice while it lasted, but of course it was one of Strahd's machinations. Vorn, how are you doing?
I'm not even
there.
while they are all speaking around me, I'm not even acknowledging that people are speaking with me. I'm still almost catatonic from the fight, where I felt so the difference of power was so great that
Overwhelming.
yeah, it was so overwhelming that I'm still getting my bearings straight. You just see me shaking, but it's not like it's like he's full of anger right now, and as Alakar felt my sword. uh, at this moment, it's really dangerous, and you get the feeling that it's really dangerous to be in my in close quarters with me.
Yeah. So Irina just takes a look at you and says, "Yeah, okay. I'll give you some space." And she kind of walks around you. All right. So Irina turns at you and says, "Well, um, we can rest and we just talk about it, or we can just go forward to the Wizard of the Wines and hopefully we get a new clue there." What do you guys
Can
think?
I ask a question? I can't remember because of course I didn't take any notes. But remember how duh. Remember how Irina, we thought she was like Strad's previous wife or whatever, but then we found out something that it wasn't true. And I can't remember what it was.
So in the dialogue that Strahd had with Irina after he assaulted all of you, he grabbed her by the neck and told her that she's just a plaything. Whether the reincarnation of her wife has inhabited her body now, it doesn't matter because soon it will happen. And it doesn't matter where she runs or where she goes. For now, she's just an empty shell, just a toy to be played until the real owner comes and pick it up.
Okay. So nothing really has changed too much. Okay. Yeah. So shall we just continue on? I'm pretty weak right now. I'm feeling. Oh no, I'm fine. Never mind.
Yeah, the most amazing thing of this old encounter is that we're completely unscattered.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
didn't attack once.
Huh?
He didn't
Just push you
attack
around,
once.
that's it.
Yeah.
He attacked
Crazy.
me twice, I think.
Yeah. And at least you did some damage. It's not like he left out unscathed. You did some damage. But he just
Well,
wanted
we
to.
did. Yeah.
Whatever he wanted to do, supposedly he got his target, and that's why he left. But who knows what goes around in the mind of an ancient vampire immortal. Regardless of the fact, your path is clear. You're very close to the Wizard of Wines, and currently that's the only thing that is ahead of you. Do you choose to travel now towards the Wizard of the Wines, or camp out for the moment?
What time of the day is it?
Yeah, we're
Midday.
close to night.
A little bit early then.
It's
Yeah.
remember
Okay, I
it's
thought that
midday because
we already moved past midday.
No, it's still midday because it's the
Okay.
aftermath of the combat.
Yeah,
When
yeah,
you entered the encounter with Strahd, he made it so that the clouds of Barovia left as much as possible so that it looks sunny on his corpse to lure you in the trap. So not much time has passed since he left. The clouds have reverted to their normal cloudiness. So it's back to good old gray Barovia where nothing happens but rain.
Okay.
How far away are we from the wizard? Sorry.
Not far. You're very close. You can get to it in about a couple of hours of walking ahead.
At this moment, Vorn snaps out of it and just say, "Are we moving or what?"
Yeah, we're just talking about that.
I'm ready to go, guys, if you are.
Yeah.
And you see Irina just...
Do you guys feel like you need a short rest? I'm completely okay.
No, we
Yeah,
need to
me
keep
I
too.
moving.
reckon we just go.
Yeah.
We need
Nice
some
smile at
answers.
Let's
Ford.
go then.
It's a bit happy that he's feeling a little bit happier. I'm like, oh, look at you.
You
Let's
kind
go
of
then.
put Pugsley down, and he turns around 2 times and takes a shit.
Of course.
Yeah.
And then he just says, Oh, oh, thank God. Oh, I thought that would never go. Oh, okay, let's just go, guys. That guy scared me so hard. I thought I would never poop again, but I can. So we're good. Let's go.
That dog barks a lot.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because it's only me that
Yeah,
understands
it's
what
only
he's.
you that can hear him. We only hear him barking.
So, after half a mile, the road becomes a muddy trail that meanders through the woods, descending gradually until the trees part, revealing a mist-shrouded meadow. What do you guys want to do?
A mist. What?
Shrouded meadow.
Shrouded.
It's a mist that
Okay.
is in a meadow. A meadow that has mist around it.
Okay.
And
Just-
probably inside, who knows?
I'm not aware of the word shrouded. So, okay. So it's just covering the meadow, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm completely oblivious. I'm just gonna continue on, to be honest. I'm just gonna.
Is this the
Everybody else
fastest way
is there?
to the Y?
Yes. Yes, the fastest
I'm
way.
Can we see anything? How far can we see in this mist?
The trail splits. One branch heads west into the valley, and another one leads south into dark woods. There's a wooden signpost at an intersection that points west and reads Vineyard.
Ooh,
But do we want to?
vineyard's here.
I mean, yeah, should be near the vineyard. If not, we could get some.
So the road west has a mist-covered
Right,
meadow
yeah.
and a path, and the south part leads into dark woods.
Potatoes.
Dark woods, grapes, and wine.
Yeah, let's not do the dark woods again. I'm still traumatized with the
All the
bleeding
faces.
trees.
Okay. As you head forward, a light drizzle begins to fall. Unpainted fences blindly follow the trail that skirts north of a sprawling vineyard before bending south towards a stately building. You see that in the distance as you go down. And as you head closer towards the mist, you enter the meadow inside the mist, and you start to hear some steps. Heavy steps. Steps that seem to come from an armored person. What do you guys do?
I grab my crossbow.
Okay. So Vorn readies his
I hide
crossbow. You do what?
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm just gonna go behind the arena, pretending that I didn't really see anything.
Okay. Irina readies her sword as she looks
okay.
at one and says, okay, we're ready. We're doing this.
Yeah, you see some misty, or not misty clouds around Alcar's hands.
Okay. Everybody's ready, and as the steps approach closer, you see a human coming out. He wears a silver armor, has a silver shield, and a silver longsword at the ready as well, and approaches you. Farron, what would you like to say?
So I see them all with their weapons drawn, and
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I pull out my weapon at this point.
You're already at the ready. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
So your approach is already ready on the defense.
Yep.
Okay, so you better explain yourself really quick because we just had an encounter that we wouldn't like to repeat. So
Are you with him?
I say I don't want any trouble. I don't know anything about that. I don't even know where I am.
So you just appeared in the middle of our party in the middle of an enclosed region. I think that's a little bit suspicious.
Well, and he's wearing silver. There's no silver in Barovia. So he surely isn't from here, right? You wouldn't be
Or
getting.
he isn't even here.
You need to prove yourself, mate.
Can you pick a rock and throw it to yourself?
As soon
Just a little pebble. Pick a pebble and just throw it to yourself. An ornament pebble and throw it to yourself.
before all of this, as soon as you said, "Are you even real?" I shoot my crossbow.
Okay.
Fucking hell!
Roll to hit. I very much doubt that it's gonna hit, but roll to hit.
19.
Wow!
It hits. Roll for damage. Fucking hell.
Oh fuck!
Is that your AC?
No.
7 damage.
One above.
All
Oh hell. Okay.
right. The
Well-
arrow flies through the mist and it hits Farron. Well, in the shoulder.
I go. Ah.
He's real.
Don't mind this.
I've got my shield up now and I'm backing away.
Yeah.
I'm like, look, I don't want any trouble.
Okay. So I'm sorry that my friend here, well, acquaintance here, is not. He doesn't represent the party, but he's very reactive. Well, like what we were saying, we've had a close encounter to a very strong lord thingy, and anyway, he's very good at bringing things in, like obstacles and things in our way, and very good description. So you need to really prove that you are who you're saying you are. Is there any way you can do that? Why do you think you might be here? Like, we're all here for various different types of reasons. So you can only enter Barovia for particular reasons. So what is yours?
Barovia. I said Barovia, right. Let me tell you about my day. I was on Stormwreck Isle this morning. Is that the name of the place?
Yeah. Stormrock Isle.
Stormrock Isle.
Wreck.
Where I've lived my whole life. And a strange mist rolled into the harbour, consumed the town, killed everyone I know, and I was dragged here. Honestly, I don't care if you trust me or not. I don't have much to live for at this point. So.
Okay, so I
What
run
you want.
over to you and give you a hug. It's like, you poor
Just stand there
baby.
looking. Yeah.
Oh, hey guys, come on, let's not kill
Oh
him. He's
fucking
hard.
hell!
I look at Vaughn and are we trusting this? I don't say this. I look at him in a way that might give that idea.
You can see from looking at me that I just look completely like haggard, like
you
Yeah,
lost
you-
something very important to you.
You don't even notice
just look like a total mess.
Yeah, you don't even notice the stinging pain of the arrow in your shoulder. You're just doesn't really phase you that much.
I move closer. I put my crossbow behind my back. I move closer to him. I pull out the bolt from him, and I just say, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this. And if you're here to kill him, welcome to the group."
I say, are you?
Sorry.
I was told to seek allies. I don't know how to explain this. I was taken to some other realm on the way here, and met with the god of death.
The Raven Queen.
Is this
That's
the?
who you know.
I look
Right,
at them and
okay.
I say, "Is this the same guy that the one with the horns?"
No.
No, I didn't.
She
Never
didn't
mind.
have horns.
Okay, cool.
The Raven Queen.
Queen.
And
Never mind.
she tasked me with killing an undying creature here and promised me that she could return my family to me.
So do you know anything about this undying creature? Apart from what she said that you should.
She told me that he likes playthings. He's bored because he's been alive for time immemorial, and he's flaunting the natural order of things by messing with who should and shouldn't be alive.
Mm-hmm.
You also recall her telling you about the interference he causes with the souls of the material plane. He gathers souls from the material plane and hoards them in his own realm.
Yeah, I relay that.
I was like,
Good.
what? This is crazy. This is new information to us.
I say, how did you guys get here? Are you from here?
Feel free to share your backstory, guys. I'm not doing this.
No, none of us is. I believe all of us from different places. I'm from quite some places, but mostly from one. Neverwinter, I think. Sorry. But yeah, and where were you coming from, Born?
Oh fuck! I know how to say the city name. I'm from Menzoberranzan, the
Yep.
major drow city.
The major drow citadel in the Underdeep.
And I have never written my backstory properly, so I don't actually come from anywhere. But
From the world.
Yeah.
I'm here because I trained like a midget, so I trained to defeat evil, and I've defeated quite a bit of evil in my time, you know. And I heard that so I really like to help people and animals, and I heard that there was a place that was being ruled by an evil person, and yeah, I don't know how. I can't recall how I got here. I just appeared, and but I have been looking for this place for a long time. Yeah, so that's kind of. I don't actually know where I'm from. Do you know where I'm from, Stefan? Am I from somewhere?
Yeah, you were convinced by Vistani gypsies that this place has a undead vampire ruling it, and since in your teachings you were taught that the vampire is the ultimate evil because it's undead and cannot die and consumes life to stay alive, you said, hey, cool, a challenge for me.
Yeah, because I've also played this campaign before, so I already know a bit about it. So.
Yes,
So
it's part of your backstory.
A lot. I know a few things about vampires and Barovia, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't tell you my name. I'm Fearin. I didn't. What were your names?
I'm Aoife.
I'm Vorn.
And
I'm Alucard.
Oh, and this lady over here, she's this really hot chick. She's actually pretty good looking. Yeah, her name is Irina.
Mm-hmm. And she says hello.
And she is like, what is she? I forgot.
She's a citizen of Barovia. She is the daughter of the burgomaster that was the mayor of the village. Well, the burgomaster of the village, of the first village that you've all visited. as part of her story when you arrived all together to follow the letter that Vorn had regarding the task that was given to him to visit the Burgomaster, that he had something related to Strahd. You found out that the Burgomaster was dead, and only his daughter and her brother were alive. So, since she insisted to have his father buried, you all had all sorts of shenanigans at a capital church. Sorry, not capital church, at a local monastery. And we also had quite an encounter with an archdevil that you set free, towards which Irina found her purpose in life in going to Castle Ravenloft to destroy Strahd, due to the fact that the tarot card reading that all of you had as a group indicated that she is the enemy of Strahd. So her being at the her being at Castle Ravenloft is necessary for Strahd to die. That's why she needed to go there. That was her calling. You triggered that at the cemetery. Since that point, you've all been following her or trying to convince her not to go to the castle, because you're horribly unprepared to deal with it, as you still need to find 2 more things to take him down, as this was advised to you by the gypsy matron, who gave you your initial tarot card reading. There are 2 more things you need to find. You already have the enemy. You need to find the weapon that can kill Strahd, and you need to find the place where he slumbers, or the place where he can be killed. Now, the reason why Irina wants to go there is because she already knows where the place that he can be killed. She told you that the place is at his castle, in his throne room, and at the moment you are still searching for his sword, blade, whatever weapon it is, to destroy Strahd. First clue is to visit the Wizard of Wines. So that is currently the situation of the story. Everybody's now up to date.
And Aoife found the sword stuck in someone's throat or whatever it was.
The Sword of Madness.
That's obviously the sword. Takes out the sword and gets cursed with madness. So that's what happened in the last season.
Yeah. In the last episode of Dragon Ball Z, Irina found a cursed sword and chose to take it, hence becoming cursed.
But now I have the sword.
Okay.
Yes, you do. And the distance seems to wane the curse a bit. Who knows? Regardless of the fact, now you are all together. Irina is there. You're all acquainted with your quest ahead. What do you want to do?
Yeah, let's go and drink some wine.
Yeah.
Okay. You go through the mist in the meadow and you follow the path ahead. The fog takes on ghostly forms as it swirls between the neatly tended rows of grapevines. Here and there you see rope-handled half-barrels used for hauling grapes, and north of the trail is a large strand of trees. A man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning to you.
Hello?
What do you do?
Do
I need to repeat?
Yeah. Please repeat it. I had a blank. Sorry.
Alright, I was saying, a man wearing a dark cloak and cowl stands at the edge of the trees, beckoning to you.
Like,
Okay.
How far away?
like doing this?
Yeah, just does this.
I skip there.
Hello.
My name is Aoife.
I'm sort of looking at these guys to see if that's normal.
You're still a bit
Yeah, it
far
is.
away. It's maybe 5 minutes of walking up. So you can make a decision whether you go together or not. Irina is a bit skittish. She's like looking at you guys, seeing what she has to do, kind of like keeping a hand on her sword, but looking at everybody else.
I guess we'll follow her. He must know.
So you'll go after Aoife as she's skipping ahead. With
Yeah.
Pugsley in tow.
What do you say?
I just shake my head and start walking after her.
Yeah. Pugsley walks behind happily, wagging his non-existent tail stub, going towards you.
She's gonna get all of us killed.
Okay.
Yeah, most probably.
You go forward towards the humanoid figure, the man wearing the dark cloak and cowl, and you just hear a howl, a shriek, and inside the cowl, feathers appear. He flaps and soars in the air, disappear.
I grab my crossbow immediately as soon as I hear the hollow.
So it disappears completely.
Yeah, he
So he
disappeared.
turned into a crow, did you say? And
No, all you saw was a man in a dark cloak and cowl, so did not see his face, did not see his hands because they were covered. But what you saw were his humanoid figure and then feathers coming outside of the handholds. He did this and flew away.
I like just sit there like how
Unusual form for a crow, but
Do
Oh,
I see anything around us?
you're very close to the vineyard, so it's the path towards it.
is he leading us on? Does it seem like he's leading us on somewhere?
Can we see if there's any traps, anything
Roll for
unusual?
investigation.
Um, 7.
You hear some crows in the surrounding area crowing.
Oh, so I go to my new friends. I go back a bit. Hey Fern. Yeah, just one thing you probably should know. Crows are like, Strahd
Ravens.
to ravens. Oh, ravens are okay. No, never mind. But crows, anyway, crows are like this guy's kind of minions. They go around and
Right.
what's it called?
I
Spying?
don't trust crows.
And things. But ravens, I don't really give a shit because I spoke to one the other day because I changed into a raven.
Yeah.
No, it was a pigeon.
an
He did not
undead
change
pigeon.
into a raven.
Yeah.
Zombie pigeon.
It was like really disgusting
A
trying to talk to this
decrepit,
raven.
half-dead pigeon.
I'm really good at magic, I promise. Yeah, so ravens seem to be okay, but crows not so much. So just be aware of that. I can't see any traps. I feel like that was absolutely normal for it to happen. What do you guys think? Do we just continue plotting around?
I mean, this isn't the worst thing that happened till now, so. And newcomer. This here is a Wednesday.
I love this. I love this so much.
So I guess we're looking. We know it's a place. It's like a house for. It's like a vineyard, but is there
Right.
like? I'm asking the DM. Is it like we're looking for a specific house, or is
I'll
this
give you the
just?
details of the layout as you move forward, because you still don't see anything. You're on the road, close to it, so you're not seeing
Yeah.
much.
So we don't see any vineyard yet. We're not.
Not yet.
Okay. So
You
yeah.
follow the signpost. You're going the right way. You're going west.
Yeah.
and
I thought that we would be close then. Okay. Yeah. Carry on.
This guy's beckoning us in the direction that we were already going. What's he
Yeah.
doing? Yeah. Okay. What do we know about this place that we're going to? Just that a wizard lives there.
As far as you all had conversations with Irina, I mean the three before, not Farron, you know that the Wizard of Wines is the place where all of the wine in Barovia is made. And your own deduction has led you to believe that a wizard that can create wine is definitely powerful enough to maybe locate a weapon that can kill Strahd. So you're going there to find out a clue on what that might be.
Flawless logic.
The fact, it is
Yeah.
the best solution clue place you have at the moment, other than going to the castle, as Idina wanted to do in the first place. You've at
And
least
die.
convinced her to take a detour. So, that's what everybody's doing. And Farron, you did kind of get the gist of it at this point, that following the
Yeah.
lead is good enough for you. Your instincts are not betraying you when it comes to these people. They seem fairly
Okay.
trustable. Fairly trustable.
Trigger
One of
happy.
the so for that one, you're still a bit iffy, but everybody else seems to be a good cookie, so not much to say there. All right, so you guys are heading forward, and as you walk down the path, you hear more ravens caw and coo in the trees around you, and you start seeing people now. There are humanoids wearing dark leather rain cloaks and cowls, and they are now ahead of you. Let's say they're not hostile, they don't have their weapons out, but they do seem to stand in your way at this point.
Even if they don't have weapons out, do we see
They
any
don't have,
weapons
they
on
don't
them?
Yeah.
have weapons. No, they don't
Okay.
have weapons on them.
How are they reacting to us?
They seem to be waiting for you.
Ooh.
That's never a good
Oh, wait.
sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have to move through them.
Kind of standing in your way, yeah. And that's what that happens. That
I
one
wave.
means.
I'm still new to this place. I just wave. I think they're probably fine.
You wave in two of them that are in the middle. They go back, and behind them, quite an old gentleman comes ahead of you. He seems to be leaning his weight on a cane that is, well, more of a staff, quite high. Um, the old person goes ahead of those two and then stays in front of the group, kind of taking a look at you through his one good eye.
How far away are they?
At the moment, they're not that far away, just 30 feet. You're pretty much face to face right now. But nobody's saying anything. I mean, they're not saying anything. They're just looking at you, waiting.
I guess we just greet them, right?
Yeah, I think we're moving cautiously.
Okay.
I just
I'm
wave
trying to
like
say hello,
face.
like trying to get some reaction.
Okay, the old man looks at all of you with his one good eye and says, "Hey, another one of these groups. Alright, what brought you here?"
Well, what
We're looking
usually
for the
brings someone here?
Hmm? Say out louder, Sonny, I can't quite hear you.
What usually brings someone here?
Why? What do you ask?
wizard.
Because I don't actually know what this place is.
It's the Wizard of the Wise, Sonny.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't know what what goes on here.
Well, since
I'm a
he
newcomer,
asked.
you see.
Alright, let me make it simple, because I don't trust none of you outside folks. Now, this here is my vineyard. Now, there are people that are trying to get inside the vineyard and stealing the gems that make the wine grow. One of them's already gone, and the other one is being assaulted. So there's a lot of ruckus going around the vineyard, and people coming in left and right. Now you can understand why a group of armored adventurers is, how can I put this? Suspicious. Now what do you want?
No, I do understand that. We heard that you can help us on our quest.
Help ye? Sonny, I have a lot on my hands. Someone's stealing the gems of the wizards of the vines. There's no more wine. What do you expect me to help you when I have invaders on my property?
But are you referring to us?
No, he's not. He's saying that there are actual invaders.
Oh, okay.
Steal shit.
Okay. Currently, like right now?
Aye!
Oh, do you want help?
Oh, that'd be nice, son.
But is like, do you have an emergency and people are robbing you right now, or is it something that's happening for quite some time and
Oh, it's been
it's
happening for
happening?
quite some time. We're fending off the scarecrows for a while now, but they keep attacking at night all the time. And you're lucky it's midday, because otherwise, if it would have been night, then we would have shot on sight. There's no mercy for invaders on my vineyard. But lucky for you,
Yeah, I get that.
So you were being invaded by scarecrows. Is that what you're saying?
we're being
Do they
invaded by that.
do they have like black cloaks and then feathers and then disappear?
No, they're
Okay.
scarecrows. Why would they have feathers? They're made of straw.
Why don't you burn them down?
We do. They keep coming back. See,
Where are they
there's
coming
a
from?
thing called magic, Sonny. They make it so that they come back.
And who do you think is bringing these scarecrows in? And what chaos are they creating, really? I mean,
Well, let me make it simple. The Wizard of the Wines makes the wine for all of Barovia. Now, they already stole a gem, and Baba Lysaga has it. Now, that fucking bitch is sending She is sending scarecrows to get the other gems, because she thinks that the magic in the gems, just because it can make wine grapes grow in Barovia, is good enough to give to Strahd. No, I don't care about him. All I want is me wine, and I want my gem back so I can plant my grapes and make my wine. But she keeps sending scarecrows to steal the rest. Now I need to find her, get the gem back, put her in the ground so that nobody fucking attacks my vineyard again.
and I talked to my team. Is this the scary lady that keeps bringing dead babies to us?
I asked to the old dude. You said Baba Izaga,
Aye, Baba Lysaga.
and then I turned to Ife. That's exactly the same person.
Yeah.
And I just look like terrorized. And that's not my face of terrorism.
Okay, sure.
No.
So much terror.
I'm like, I have a bad feeling about this. I don't know if I really want to be involved in this.
Is there a way? Have we tried confronting Baba Izaga?
Well, we met her twice already.
Yeah, but we didn't interact much with her, did we?
No, we sent her
do you
away
wanna-
because she's.
Do you want to
strange.
explain who Baba Thingy-mabob is to Tom?
Sure.
Yeah.
So, Baba, out of character. Baba Lysaga is a what was the name? Hold on. She's one of those witches that live in swamps. Oh, what the fuck were those called?
Fuck.
Swamp
Any
wizards.
any
witch.
any of you guys?
It's a
Yes,
witch.
but they have like a specific hag.
A hag,
Yes,
yeah.
she is a hag that lives in the swamps and forests, and sometimes she goes out of them into the cities to, well, gather people, mostly souls. She used to be the what do you call a person that takes care of a child instead of the parents?
Nanny.
She used to be Strahd's nanny, in a sense, and she raised him. So she is very much within his favor. And she believes that he is the one true ruler of the land, and she's wreaking a lot of havoc in his name. Most of the things that she does are for his benefit, and the little thing that she does for her are just pure evil. She goes when she leaves her swamps and her woods. She usually goes to towns and cities and tries to tempt uh, people that come into Strahd's domain with food, and afterwards she kidnaps them to her lair to feast or torment or whatever. So she's very much a evil character that is quite an antagonist for the party. They've encountered her twice. The initial one, she tried to beckon them to come out into the night to buy pumpkin pasties. And of course, the party was like, no, I'm not getting no cookies from no old lady in the night. Fuck that shit. No. And then they saw the aftermath of not choosing to confront her, which was the, let's say, lifeless body of a child in the cart. That was one encounter. And the other one, they met her randomly in the woods. Again, she was offering items for a dialogue, maybe. Um, and they declined. So she went on her merry way. Obviously, there's a certain, um, let's say, contingency to start an encounter with her, and on both times that they could have had an encounter with her, they chose the easy way out, which is good.
Well, also, I think it was because the second encounter we realized that she was Strahd's nanny, and we were a bit concerned about the aftermath if we tried to kill her or whatever. Yeah.
Up to.
Yeah.
So that's the backstory of
Who we
this.
really want to mess with, basically.
Now, Farron doesn't really know this, but Tom do.
Tom does. Okay. So, hey, how about this? How about you point us to where the wizard is, and we'll come back and help you.
Wait, what?
The what? The wizard of the wine?
The heart.
This is the Wizard of the Wines. It's the vineyard. That's what it's called, the Wizard of the Wines.
God damn it.
It's not an actual wizard.
Yeah. Is there?
Now, you think there is an actual wizard making these grapes grow, don't you?
Oh, it's the
Now,
wizard.
you really think there's an actual wizard growing the grapes? Alright. The reason why Baba Lysaga is trying to steal from the vineyard is because there are 3 magical gems that have been blessed before Strahd started his domain. Now these wizards have blessed the land and allow grapes to grow. They're magic. Strong magic. Something you might think a wizard could do. That's why we call the place the Wizard of the Wines, in a thank you to the wizard that blessed the gems to make the grapes grow. So, the wizard's gone, long time ago. Now me and my family, we're here to take care of the vineyard. We inherited it, and we take care of the gems. And we know a lot about this place because we lived here for generations, and we're protective of the vineyard because we love our wine. And everybody else in Barovia because there's nothing else to drink.
So you've been here for a very long time, I see. So you would know about this special weapon.
Weapon?
I can kill evil horses.
Well, how can I say? I could be persuaded to remember.
Okay. What would persuade you?
How many people are with this guy?
That's like 6.
Okay.
but they don't have any weapons. They're defenseless.
Okay, we won't kill them. No.
It would be quicker.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah, so I'm gonna ask my really persuasive friend here, Bon.
As I'm playing with a dagger. So,
Well, the kind of persuasion that I'm thinking is a favor for a favor, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but Vaughn.
Doesn't seem to agree with that.
Right, fine, we'll do your gem thing.
You don't have to. I just said that there's a reward in it for you if you manage.
Okay, but
We need information.
what guarantee do we have that you're going to give us the information if we do this?
Well, first of all, if you're bringing me gems back, I get my wine back. I get a drink, I'm happy. I'll tell you whatever you want. Sound fair?
Seems quite risky, though, killing Strazdlani, but...
I need to technically kill her. Just need to bring the gem back.
Aye, I'll kill her myself if she ever comes herself in person here. But so far, I just want the strawmen to stop attacking. Those scarecrows are a nightmare. Just give me
Would
gems
you
back.
be able to come with us?
Well, I won't be coming with you, but if you want, I can send some of your lads to go with you.
Someone with information about her, some insights into how to deal with her?
I'll tell you all you need to know, and they'll come with you as a backup if you want.
Sure. That helps.
Do you have any potions that you can spare? Just to be sure that we don't die.
I can check and see what I have, but we'll have to go back to the vineyard first. Yeah, around a green in unison.
We're somewhat equipped, right?
What?
This is what we need to do.
We
Yeah.
have some. What?
What?
I don't have anything.
What did you say, Rodrigo? Or
how well equipped are we? On potions, arrows, rations, things like that.
Could do with more potions. I have no potions.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Potions, a wee sleep.
Farron has some, I think. I'm not sure. I think I forgot what was in your backpack. I think maybe he's the only one that has some. Well, he's a paladin.
I have potions. Yeah.
As a paladin, are you like healer?
I can do some healing, yeah. A little bit.
Yeah.
No, Farron, you don't have any potions either.
No.
The DM isn't very nice to us. Let's just go up here with no potions.
I gave you potions.
When?
You used them.
I don't think you did.
Didn't I?
Nope. I don't remember ever having potions.
Alright, fine. We'll see where this goes.
Do you have any potions, Tom?
No, I don't.
See?
Ask this guy. Say, sir, do you have any sort of healing supplies or anything we could take with us?
I told you not to be impatient. We'll talk more at the vineyard. I'll see what I have. I'll scrounge up some for you.
Let's go then.
Alright.
And what time is this?
It's starting to come to a sunset. It's past midday, so it's closing down for the night. You're going ahead, coming into the vineyard. Let me just... Okay. You're closing in upon a vineyard, and situated in the midst of it, you see the winery. It's an old two-story stone building with multiple entrances, thick ivy covering every wall, and some iron fencing along its roof line. The trail ends at an open loading dock on the ground floor. The wooden stable of more recent construction is attached to the east side of the winery, next to the loading dock. West of the winery is a crumbling well and a wooden outhouse. What do you guys want to do? Oh, by the way,
We're following the guy.
forgot to tell you the name of the old guy is Davian Martikov. He is
Davian?
Davian, so Davian Martikov, Martikov. He is the patriarch of the Martikov family. And he's the one that is in charge of the vineyard.
I'm just gonna go to the toilet, but I'll let you guys decide.
Okay, well, let's take a 10
Well, we're following the guy. We're not deciding anything.
Yeah, let's take a 10-minute break and we'll be right back.
Sure.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Okay.
I'll turn this thing off.
I'll be right here.
Yep.